This first one, we're gonna start with somebody that submitted his project. I wasn't really familiar with Dog before, but he submitted his project. It's been a while. I've been trying to get around to this. So the title might sound dated, but when he actually submitted it, it was not dated. We talking about Philly G. This is Before Summer Ends, which is about 7 tracks, 20 minutes. What y'all think?
I'll start it off. So production-wise, this was pretty good. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed some of it. It took me a couple of days to listen to it. I'm not a huge Afro beats person.
Yeah.
So this isn't something that I typically would listen to. Yeah. I would say that the lyrics are pretty good. The production's pretty good. But unfortunately, his voice kind of sucked. Wasn't my favorite thing. I feel like, when you are producing something, your main instrument should be the focal point. And unfortunately, his voice didn't really fit the genre of music he was making. So I did enjoy it. I'm not going to take away from the artistry. He did a great job putting this together. I could tell this is something that he's really into. He reads, as Bells would say. He used good words. But again, the instrument itself, his voice kind of sucked. And not much you can really do about it because, God gave that to him. So
your voice is your voice.
Yeah, your voice is your voice. But again, there's definitely an audience for this with all the music that's coming out. Yeah. He definitely fits in there. This is the type of music you would hear in the middle of like an Afro beats, mixtape or something, something they throw in there. It's not horrible. Just keep grinding. But yeah, all in all, decent music.
Belez.
I agree with 50. I don't think it was terrible. I did listen to it several times. I actually feel like the lyrics could be better, and just the way that it was put together, I'm just like, okay, like this could have been worded differently, but all right. Now, as far as the voice is concerned, I actually don't think his actual voice sucks. I think that the way that his intonation, like the way that he speaks.
Words, ladies and gentlemen. More. What was that word? What was the intonation?
Intonation. And his phonation. Yeah.
Wow.
They're off. I get what you're saying. Yeah, musically, it's just off.
It sounds like
I don't even
lazy.
know what the fuck that means.
Like he's not trying to try too hard.
Yeah.
But in not trying to try too hard, you're not doing enough. So it sounds lazy and a little bit boring and like lackluster. Just like,
lackadaisical.
Yeah, like I'm just I'm just gonna go ahead and sing this song and go ahead and spin that. Thanks. Just, so that was one thing for me. The only song, production was cool. And the only thing that I could say about production though is that all of the beats sound very, very similar.
But that's what happens. That's what you get a lot of the times with Afro beats.
Yeah.
Because the base of the beat is always going to be very similar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like this thing that you get into where it's like it's kind of like dancehall and compa and shit like that, right?
Yeah, but that's, you see, when we talk about that, there's so many different sounds. Like this was like
one sound.
Yeah. And not in a way where it's like, oh great, this is for cohesion. It was just, there was no variety as far as like the way that the music sounded. I don't even know how else to word it. But so vocals were lazy to me. The fade out on the song Any Longer at the end, I think he did this thing where you can hear the beat in its like raw state being produced at the end, and I was just like, that wasn't needed. I didn't like it. But that's an artistic choice. I don't get to really say much about that. Used to Be is probably my favorite song on the record, only because I feel like he started off real strong on that one. The hook was cool, and then he went right back into the monotone thing, and I was like, what? So as far as that's concerned, it wasn't a terrible project.
No.
I was able to listen to it. I didn't skip anything, honestly. I just think that there's some technical things and just some, I don't know how long he's been making music, but it's some technical things that could be worked out.
Before summer is. Yo, look, I ain't gonna hold you. I like this to an extent.
Yeah.
Right? I liked it as far as the effort. I saw where he was trying to go with it. Going back to the tonality
Yeah.
of the project, it was like, nigga, do you like this shit?
Oh my God.
Like, if like remind me that you actually like doing music. The mundane, monotone, just tone that he chose to live in was killing it for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the lyrics weren't that great, but I don't think with Afro beats the lyrics ever have to really be that great. Because we don't even understand what half the Afro beats that we be listening to be saying, nigga. Like,
Speak for yourself.
I need boy, yeah, yo, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying?
This nigga is
You know what I'm
stupid.
saying? Like, what is that? Like, I don't get it, but that shit's hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, we don't necessarily have to understand what but he's clearly not African. And if you are, you didn't
that.
really, you didn't display it on
Please
here.
cut that out.
Right?
Boy.
Well,
Because that means that you didn't do your research. He's from Cameroon.
all right, well, whatever, nigga. Why don't you act like it?
Oh my God. Yo, Chiz. Why don't you act like it?
Why don't you act like it? Did you catch Cameroon from this?
Nah, he's born here, bro.
I was
so
just gonna
it's,
say,
all
I
right
feel like
then.
it's an Americanized, like, he.
All right.
We don't know. I actually don't know if he was born and raised here. I don't know, but it is giving like
I was supposed to
Americanized.
research the nigga just for listening to his album.
I mean, do your Googles, nigga. What the fuck?
Well, if you're gonna make a statement like that, like, obviously he's not African.
Well, I mean, look, I've been wrong before,
That's true.
and I will continue to be wrong again.
Correct.
Chiz is
I'm
never
okay with
afraid to be wrong.
I'm okay with that.
You're never afraid to be wrong,
No,
right? Of course
but-
not.
Okay, but
Just shoot it out there. It
correction.
don't matter.
The nigga is Cameroonian.
Jesus
Is that how you
Christ.
say it?
I actually don't know.
All right. Well, I don't want to be wrong. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to nobody's culture.
The nigga is from Cameroon.
Right.
We're gonna say that.
All right. So it's people from Cameroon. We're going to say that.
Yeah.
We know that for a fact.
Yes, we do.
We
Yes.
don't know if he's actually from there.
Okay.
But when it comes to the Afrobeat sound,
yeah.
a lot of the times we don't understand what the fuck these niggas is saying. That wasn't the case here.
Yeah.
He was speaking English, good English. Boing, English.
Shit.
That's
Bon
Spanish and
English.
Creole. Hey, bien.
Bon Ingles, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I do think that he has something going here.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
I can see him developing into an artist that we will all love. I just don't think this was the project for it.
Yeah.
No.
It was nice. It was experimental. It got the point across. I like the Summer Ends theme. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't, really understand why that matters. But the summer's fun,
Summer's always fun. Yeah.
right? So it's like, I can kind of see where you're going with that. The cohesion was kind of all over the
Up and
place for
down.
me. It was kind of all over the place for me. The production was cool. Engineering was cool. Lyrics could have definitely done better. Authenticity, if now that we know that he's from Cameroon, then I guess, you know what I mean? It
It's
actually
authentic.
makes sense. It's authentic.
It's
you know
authentic
what
as fuck.
I mean? I just want to hear more.
Yeah.
I want to see Philly G develop as an artist more. I want to see you really get
Yeah.
into your bag, get comfortable, use your voice as an instrument.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, that's really all I got to say.
Yeah. Philly G is a good name too.
It's a really good name, Philly G. It's
I don't
good.
know if that's a good Afrobeats name.
You know what, nigga? Just
Philly G
leave.
sound like a rapper.
Philly
It
G
does.
sounds like a good name, and we're
Philly
gonna leave
G
it at
sound
that.
like a battle rapper.
He's a Cameroonian
Like nigga, when the
artist of
Ruger
the year,
dump,
nigga.
dump.
This nigga.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I feel when I hear Philly G. Like, He's gonna be some nigga like some skinny ass nigga talking about guns that is bigger than him and shit. You know what I mean?
That's what you think.
They gonna leave
Gotcha.
the wet slump.
You know what I'm saying? Mouse gets it. I mean, but shout out to Philly G. Out of 5 red cups, we gave before summer ends a solid 3.4.
That's good.
Out of 5 red cups, man. Shout out to Philly G. Shout out to what you got going on, bro. Keep working.
Yes,
keep
please.
creating, my guy.